Welcome to Tinkle Town. We're going to take you through a journey, or we're going to take you on a journey through the digestive and urinary systems. So we're going to go through here, get into the park. Now, first up, we've got our mouth, and just like our slides, the mouth is like a bit of a haunted hallway. We have facts posted up on the walls. You can pause to read them if you would like. And now that we've made it through there, we're at the main gathering area in the park. You can see that over there is the amusement park, and over there is the water park. We've got a directory over here. You can see where you are because there is a marker on the map. Let's go to the water park first. I'll show you that before we get any rides, we have a gift shop. You can just go in here, and there's like some things that you can buy. That guy's selling them. These are the locker rooms, for getting changed into your in and out of your swimsuits. That's where you put your shoes. And now we're finally on our first water park ride, but there was a little bit of a mix-up. So on our slides, the large intestine is labeled as an amusement park ride, and the small intestine is labeled as a water park ride. But we swapped that because I had made the small intestine as an amusement park ride. So this is the large intestine, and it is a water slide. You're definitely learning about how you are the food being digested through the slide. And then you come out into the pool. So now the next thing that I'm going to show is another water slide. I feel like all of the water park ones are water slides, but this is the UTI, aka the Unbelievable Thrill Inducer. It's pretty much exactly the same as the slides, and it represents the urethra. So next up we have the poop chute, which is a great name for a ride. Basically you come up here, and it sort of is like a log flume type of ride. So since there's no logs in Minecraft, you pick up your boat, which is the poop. Basically, it's so stupid. And then you put it down and you ride in it like you're the poop coming out of the anus. Oh, and yeah, this represents the anus, obviously. Next up, we're gonna go to the bladder water slide. I don't know if you can hear my computer, but it sounds like it's dying. I don't know if it's trying to cool itself or cry for help, but yeah, apparently Minecraft is just too graphically intense for my computer. Anyway, here's the bladder water slide. I don't know what it's called, but I'll put the name up on the screen if I remember to. And yeah, it's just literally just a water slide. And then the ureters are also just water slides, but they represent the ureters because there's two of them, so we're gonna go back up there. And oh yeah, the reason the bladder is a water slide is because it's kind of the pool that's representing the bladder, because the pool is holding all of the urine or the water. I guess both if it's a real water park, but yeah, now I'm going down the ureter into the bladder as well. So here's our two ureters and the bladder pool that they're going into, and then here's the poop chute and the UTI. And then over here we have our large intestine water slide as well. So that'll be everything that is in our water park. We have like little decorations that I want to show off a little bit because I made a fresh fruit stand, and then over here is like a little tiki bar if you want to go into it, and then like a little cabana over there. Over here we have the kidneys, which is supposed to be something called the twin flip, but there's no way that we're going to make that functional in Minecraft. So this is kind of our own little design that is kind of chopped and it doesn't really work. But you go into a minecart over here. If I can't even click on it. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, there we go. I go into a minecart, and you can see that I'm like up here, but as soon as I try to turn around, I no clip into like the blocks, so I just go blind, and I'm in like immense darkness. So it's not really the best design, but you can see how it represents the kidneys because there's two of them on either side. Here, let me get off and show you. They're perfectly functional, both kidneys. So this is the stomach, which is also kind of different than what we did on the slides. I actually have no clue. We basically had a slide that there's no possible way that we would ever put that into Minecraft and it'd be functional, just similar to the kidneys. So we just made like a bumper cart area. You get into your boat and you bump around. This represents the stomach because you are the food that's like churning around in the stomach and bumping into each other. very last minute. Here we have the small intestine ride. Like I said, the small intestine and large intestine got mixed up whenever we were building, so this is now an amusement park ride, unlike this what the slide says. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It's just pretty much a long, windy ride. Got nothing more to really say about it, and it's pretty long, so I'm just gonna let you have this immersive riding experience all for yourself. Not because I can't think of anything else to say. And so now we're gonna make our way over to our final ride, I believe, which is the drop tower. It represents the esophagus. This probably should have been the first thing that I showed off because it's right after the mouth, the first thing that the food goes down, but it's fine. This is the area for people that are too scared to go down. They can just go down the elevator. So yeah, you pretty much just jump for your life without any safety gear on at all. Not entirely sure about how the park goers feel about that, but it's fine. We haven't had any complaints yet. You're the food going down the esophagus. And I think that's the last ride. Let me go check to see if there's any more. Yeah, that'll be all that I have to show for Tinkletown. I hope you liked it. We spent way too much time on it. And I made a lot of unnecessary decorations, but it's fine. I hope we get 100s. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something about the digestive and the urinary system and all the organs inside of them. That's all that we have to show, and goodbye.